Hey friends, today we're gonna do some composting. This is my current compost pile. I've had it here since February and I didn't have any grass clippings, I don't have leaves, I don't have trees here, not as of now, but fallen leaves, I don't have any of that. The grass we've used fertilizer for, so I'm not going to use that in my compost pile. So I purchased straw bales, 3 of them, and they're very inexpensive. They're about $6 a piece. Food scraps, and they're cutting the lawn. Okay, see if I have some time before he starts mowing again. I built this compost bin, materials and labor. It took me, I think overall the material was about $100, and labor, it took me a couple hours to put it together. Okay, so that's that. This compost does not reach the hot temperatures. I purchased a thermometer from Amazon. See it right here, and it stays steady at 80 degrees. I can never get it high. It got high the first day that I built the compost pile, and that was it. So I'm gonna move it. Since this has been here since February, it's been 3 months, so technically I could use it as cold compost. I'm gonna move it over to this section, and then I'm gonna build my new compost. I have a lot of food scraps, and it looks like my straw bale is composting, but because check out the temperature. There we go. Something's working in that. Hopefully we can get it transferred over to this pile. So let me show you what I'm doing. Maybe you can help me figure out what's wrong. I've built it up about 3 feet. That's why I built it tall. And I have watered it like you should. I have turned it. I've added coffee grounds, and I can't get it to get up to the right temperature. So I'm going to build a new one. I'm going to show you how. So if you have suggestions or you can see where I'm going wrong, please let me know, because I need some help. So looks like I have worms. It's not a bad thing, I guess. Alright, so I switched the compost over to this pile, and I did notice quite a few earthworms, which I'm very excited for. I don't know how that happened, because just a couple of days ago I was here turning it. So I think just the water. We had a lot of rain and thunderstorms recently, and I did notice there's a lot of earthworms on the sidewalk and such. So I'm leaving a little bit of compost already there. I read that it's really good to get it started. Now I'm going to get some of that hay and start building my layers for my new compost. If you notice, this right here is what's helping this decompose. Okay, so the rules are that you need browns, greens, water. I think the ratio is just 1/3 of each, not too wet. That's what I've been doing. So for example, anything that's dry is your browns. So that's my straw. Now I'm gonna add, I have a lot of clippings from my vegetables and my fruit trees, so I'm gonna use those as my greens, as well as my food scraps. Nothing dairy, only vegetables, fruits and vegetable scraps. And then I'm gonna water enough. It cannot be dripping with water, basically. And that's it. So let me get that done. This container has all my greens, everything that I've clipped off of my plants. And I did not make drain holes in this container, so there is retaining water. It doesn't smell great, but I'm gonna use that to put that in my compost and see if maybe that helps. I've seen a lot of other videos where they use pond water, so let's just say it's that. Okay, you see this right here? This is that fungi that creates microbes and all that stuff that decomposes and turns this into compost. That stuff stinks. I'm not doing that again. There we go. Also, only build a pile that is manageable for your strength. You can put it in a small container. Smart pots are great because they have aeration in them, and because they're fabric pots are good. This is a large compost pile. I'm using it as my workout, but it is a workout. So be mindful of that. It's halfway what I want it. I'm gonna start putting the food, and I think I'm gonna use the entire hay bale. That's what I did for the other pile over there, and it shrunk. And I have big plans for my yard. I have big trees that I want to use this for, so I want a lot. Let me show you how nasty this looks. I hope you can see it. Okay, well, it stinks. Okay, it reeks. Let's see if you can see it. It stinks like drainage. That smells as well. And these are coffee grounds. Coffee grounds. I always mess that up. These are from Starbucks. I picked these up. They have them for free. And they have them in a basket. I got these from Kroger's in a basket that they have next to the register. Totally free, just pick them up. I will say that if you can store your food in the freezer, do that. It stinks out here from those bags. Now, the moment that I put it in the compost bin, by tomorrow, nothing's gonna smell. It works like magic, or at least for me. So I can't wait to get rid of that nastiness and put it in there. Bags, knife. Bring a knife out. Here's some of my scraps. Cucumber, banana, apple, celery, orange peels. Wear gloves. Tons of banana peels and pineapple. This is how the coffee grounds from Starbucks come. It's pretty big. It's heavy, so be prepared. Have a cart if you're gonna pick them up. Look what I found. There's quite a few of them in there. It's a good sign. Lasagna compost in the making. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is just keep turning it until it's somewhat mixed together, and then that is it. Then it's just a weight game. Okay, this is the end result. As you can tell, it is wet. That's some stuff from the bottom that I flipped. You want to pile it up like a mountain as much as you can. This pile used to be like this. This pile now, I've added more food scraps than I did that pile. Alright, that is it. I'm so glad you're sticking around if you made it this far. I had a lot of fun. It's a workout. There are some things that you need to consider is the location. It's best to keep it in a shaded area. The heat comes from the activity that goes inside the compost, not from the sun. If you're adding plant material, just make sure it has no diseases, and outside of that, have fun with it. It stinks bad, but that's because I left all my food outside in the heat for quite a few weeks, so that's my fault. But after you compile it and put it together, it does not smell. It actually is pleasant right now, even though I had a lot of stuff in there that was not smelling great. So don't be afraid to have that next to your neighbors. I'm very close to my neighbors. And no complaints yet. It doesn't smell. Actually, this one that's ready, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells like earth. You can tell it's good compost. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and please please comment something. Let me know, did I do it right? Is it wrong? I mean, you can make fun of me too. I'll take that. I laugh a lot. Yeah, so I have tough skin. I am not perfect, nor do I want to be perfect. This is a learning experience. As a matter of fact, that never got really hot, so I hope this one does. I hope I'm more successful with it. But either way, composting is amazing for your plants, for your food. Out of all the things that you can put on your plants, this should be the #1 thing you add. So I'm super excited. I'm so excited. I was waiting for a while to do this, and I needed to get done. I actually revamped all this area, so I like the setup now. Well, thanks for watching again.